In chapter 307, Killua compares Gon transformation to Biscuit transformation. Gon to defeat P2 sacrificed everything, his life and possible Nen, which result in his physical growth and boost in Nen. However, Biscuit transformation was different. Her appearance and physical strength changed, however there was no change in Nen. Biscuit only returned to her base original form. Chapter is extremely important for power scaling Zazan and Phaeton, because Zazan transformation, which huge increase in Nen, is similar to Gon's transformation. So what Zazan had to sacrifice to achieve such boost in Nen, and how that changed her power scaling? Scaling power of Chimera Ant is quite difficult because each of them possess different powers and physical characteristics. Officer Park was able to stop strongest squadron leader by horn with his web. Merom, a squadron leader, was as weak as peon soldier, and one officer can be 10 times stronger than another. Velfin, squadron leader, was destroyed in the battle in the fight by Icargo officer, and another squadron leader, Blaster, wasn't even able to damage a tank. And this difference in power go even to Royal Guard's Chimera Ant. Puff was knocked out by Meruem's normal punch tail attack when P2 withstand similar attack, but when Meruem want to kill her or it. So the difficulty come from Chimera nature, because each Chimera Ant have properties of animal from which he derived, and Meruem come from chameleon, which is not dangerous animal, so he is not so dangerous fighter. Scaling base Zazan power is quite difficult. From one hand, she in terms of speed was much for Rusty Phaeton. For the other hand, we didn't have anyone to compare her to other fighters. And other squadron leaders like Velfin or Blaster, who were trained by Puff and have their skills developed by Puff, have quite lacking power scaling. They both were defeated in fight by Icargo officer, where he was hurt by his normal bullet, not fly bullet, and Blaster wasn't even able to damage much a tank. And we know, for example, that Uvogin with any problem was able to defend himself from Super Bazooka, was supposed to destroy entire tank with one hit, not Blaster with many of his main projectiles. So he is quite difficult. However, because Zazan was very respected by other Chimera Ant, and after leaving the Chimera Ant nest, she take with her quite a lot of other Chimera Ant like peon and officers, I'm going to assume that her base should be rather strong squadron leader. Maybe not the strongest, but strong squadron leaders. On top of the strong base, we have Zazan transformation. In his base, she was hurt by Phaeton bullet from Umbrella, and after that, she didn't have any scratch for Phaeton co-attacked. During Gon and Killua learning with Biscuit, we learned that co-attack are many times or dozens of times stronger than normal attack, so her Nen increased tenfolds or even more, which is something extraordinary knowing her impressive base. And the reason why this increase is so great is because of Zazan's narcissistic personality. She thought that she is better than Meruem or any other Chimera Ant because of her narcissistic personality and her faith with her skills and ability to change another creature like human into her slave's mutant puppet. So for her, giving up on her dream of becoming a ruler of the world and giving up on her tail and these skills is a very powerful source of Nen and power. The pain of a broken arm and unspecified internal injuries was the price Phaeton paid for his ability, and in his own opinion, the power was only medical. Gon had sacrificed his future, his potential Nen, and his life was in danger. Zazan sacrificed losing her dreams of world domination, her beauty, and the plan for her whole life, combined with her narcissistic personality, must have been a huge cost. And to be honest, the sacrifice, in my opinion, is much closer to Gon's sacrifice, because for Phaeton that was just normal pain, not grating even, but for her, her dream of world domination was her entire life, entire goal of Chimera to create a queen. So the boost in power should be extremely ordinary. Of course, not to the same level as Gon, but definitely greater than Phaeton boost and much closer to Gon boost. So, with such impressive base and great sacrifice, Zazan should become extremely powerful. In my opinion, way above level of squadron leaders, and she should approach level of royal guards, at least in terms of physical attributes like durability, resistance, and so on. We must remember that durability of other squadron leaders, even those who were trained by Poof, aren't so impressive, where thing was hard by just a bullet. And the ability of royal guards is quite bizarre either. Poof was knocked out by casual hit from Meruem, when P2 withstand hit with killer intent. So, in my opinion, scaling Zazan in her transformation form to royal guards, at least in terms of these attributes, is reasonable. And now please write in comments what you think about Zazan's great transformation and her great sacrifice of her entire dreams and narcissistic personality. I would love to read your comments. I hope you have a great day. See you soon.